Hey people. I don't know if there'll be anybody on, but eventually I'm sure someone will see this. So, hey, Cherie's here with Fashionably Adorned, and I was just in my studio this morning firing some bald head pins. I've been trying to teach myself some silversmithing, and I'm using copper instead of sterling silver because it's cheaper. And don't be jealous of my awesome hairdo. It took me a long time to perfect this look, so don't be jealous, okay? Just a side note. But I'm using a little micro torch, and it's just not hot enough for the copper. It's like by the time I can get it up to heat or hot, it runs out of fuel, and then I have to stop and refuel it, and it's just a pain. So I'm not really going to be doing any soldering until I can get into my other room and get an acetylene torch, air torch, so I can not be fighting myself. So anyway, well, hey Kevin, I hope you had a good Christmas. So what we do is, first off, you Flux. So I have a pickle pot over here. I'm sorry, I'll try to show you guys. So this is a pickle pot, and I just use vinegar and salt as my pickle because it's way less toxic than using Sparex or like an acid pickle. And so that's what I use. So that's the pickle. So you have to, with the silver, because you'll get fire scale when you're torching it, you have to flux it with Flux is what you are going to brush on your silver so that it's going to protect the metal, the silver, from getting fire scale and damage on it. So, and I'm really trying to get my studio to be more of a natural place because, I mean, we're breathing in, I mean, I have a window and I have a ceiling fan, and I am going to get in a fume extractor, but, you know, there's lots of chemicals and stuff, and I do try to live and be a little bit more holistic, you know. So anyway, all I'm using right now is borax. You can buy it at the grocery store. It's a great flux. It's cheap. A lot of people buy little, like for jewelry, you can buy cones, and you have a little dish and you have a borax cone, and then you just put a little water in it, and you can like scrub your little cone around, and it will make a paste. So basically that's all I did. I got it at the grocery store in the big box with the washing stuff, and I just put a little in there with my little scooper. And then I just put a little water, and it's a little mortar and pestle, and then I can kind of grind it so it's a little bit finer powder. And then I just mix water, and it makes like a little pasty, right? So then my little head pin, you're just gonna brush it on like that. And then I have this little handy, I need to get a little better system here. Have this little handy dandy triple, or a little, this is called a third arm, because it's attached, and then I can put stuff in here, and obviously when I'm trying to torch and stuff, it will hold it for me. And then I'm gonna have to probably move you guys over this way, so you guys can kind of see, hopefully. So, and I kind of put it down a little, kind of maybe sometimes I like to kind of straighten the wire, which I'll do this after too, once I ball them. You get it on there, and just because I probably flux a little more there. All right, this thing hurts my thumb. I cannot wait to get my acetylene air torch. Oh, it'll be so much easier. I just am not fighting. I hate fighting myself. So this is what we're doing, guys. We're gonna take a piece of sterling silver wire, and we're gonna ball a head pin. That's kind of my signature thing. This is what they kind of look like. I like to hammer them out. This was 18 gauge. It's a little thick for my liking. What I'm using now is 20, which will be a little better, but so you kind of, oh, you can't see it. Darn it. Well, you kind of hammer him out flat. All right, here we go. Maybe. Get him in there. This is what I mean by this torch. It's kind of a pain. So I'm not gonna put it right up to that blue flame. I'm gonna put it right kind of before the flame, and you can see, or not, probably. You can kind of see, and these are like my fire bricks, they'll bounce off. See how, I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's balling up. So I'm gonna kind of move the torch so I can try to get more of an even centered pin. So see how that looks, the heat just makes the silver and it just starts to go up on itself and just will ball up in a little ball. So now you don't want to touch your thing because it's hot. So you grab it and then we put it in water, just plain water for, that's our quench pot. So you quench it out. And then, now that I have a couple fired, I just go over here in my little pickle. I feel like I need a GoPro to do this stuff, you guys. Throw it in your little pickle pot and then it'll sit in there for 10 minutes or whatever. And then when I pull them out, they'll be kind of like white-ish, kind of. And like you can check it, and if it still has like fire scale on there, the blackness of it, you can leave it in longer. It just needs more time. And then you take them out and they're kind of like whitish. The pickle, what it does is it eats off all the flux and the fire scale for it. So, hi guys! Oh, there's so many people. Hello. Well, to me. Anyway, so when you take them out, they'll be kind of white, and then you'll just take, and then you want to always rinse anything that comes out of your pickle. You want to put it in, this is just baking soda and water because it's going to neutralize the pickle. So that it stops the process of it. So we take it out of the pickle, we dip it in the baking soda water, we rinse it off and then in normal water to wash that off, and then dry it, and then you're just gonna take a little piece of your this here. I have like really super fine steel wool, like it's like triple aught or double aught or something, really fine. And then you just take and you just rub that over your wires to get all your the white off, excuse me, and then they'll be nice and shiny silver, and then you can hammer them out on with your little head pin on your little metal block like I like to do. And if you're mad at your husband, you can be like, or someone else gets out the aggressions. Just teasing. My husband's a pretty nice guy, so I don't usually get mad at him. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm sorry if it was kind of crappy. Like I said, I'm going to have to get a better system eventually. I have lots of big plans for 2018 for my jewelry business. I'm moving my studio into another bedroom. I'm going to be getting an acetylene torch that just works with the ambient air in the environment for more heat. So I can start soldering stuff and making rings and bezels, setting stones, and using cuffs and making cuffs and all that stuff. So that I want to get my jewelry business out into a couple more locations. I do have one salon that I'll have it in here as soon as the new year. We'll set up a time for me and her to talk. And growing my business, getting a website built, be offering some classes for you guys locally here in town, and I want to do some online stuff. So if you all want to learn how to do some wire wrapping and that kind of thing. So yeah, I'm really excited. So this is my personal page, but if you hop on over to Fashionably Adorned, I do have a fan page. If you're not already liking that and supporting that, hop over there and do that. And I also have a YouTube page called Fashionably Adorned, and YouTube channel, and I also have an Instagram, Fashionably Adorned. So hop on over to all those little places and like and subscribe and support would be awesome. And thanks for watching. Bye. Let me know what you guys want to see. If you want to know how you like make texture on metal or whatever. I'm going to be making some, have a diffuser bracelet class that I'll be offering locally. These are a couple that I made already that I need to get up to the Suga and list them. This would be perfect for like someone who is tinier or like a child. It's not very big, so it really will only wrap twice, and then it's a little bit, but it's a cute little choker too. That's the cool thing, is that they're like elastic. It's like elastic wire, so you can wear it. So yeah, and then the little beads, the black ones here, you just put your little drops of diffuser on them, little drops of essential oil, and then as those like touch your skin, it warms it, and then it will diffuse the essential oils. And this is a cool one I made that has a really cool little, it's like a cracked agate centerpiece on it. So yeah, so I'm having a lot of fun. Creating is a lot of fun for me, and I'm really enjoying doing this more than I was enjoying health coaching, or, you know, I'm tired of trying to drag people along. People need to do what's best for them, and so I'm had to get back to what makes me happy, and this makes me happy. So have a wonderful New Year's.